What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. Hey guys, I just finished this new mod of Street Fighter. This is the first time that I got one with the plexiglass included in the box. I either had to order it before or they came with none. So that's the first time I did one there. And pretty simple mod. I normally use the Wolfen Oz 32 gig arcade only because I like for it to be an arcade box. But this customer wanted the console, so I added the 128 gigabyte Wolfen Oz arcade and console image, and that has 8,663 games. And I actually, as I was testing it, I mean, this guy always puts together his images, and they always need some tweaks. So I had to tweak some things because it was completely full. Luckily, I came across King Retro. I cannot think right now. But I'll put his name in the comments. And he was doing some things I already knew, but I was watching his video because I was looking at this particular image because the customer wanted specific games, and I never mess with the consoles. So I was looking for an image that had it, and I'm familiar with Wolfen Oz, and so I was watching one of the reviews, and the gentleman was talking about that it was 0 space left and to delete things. So I just got rid of Intellivision, the ports, and I think that's it, and the bezels. So it freed up probably a gig or so. But this image is pretty nice. But let's just take a look at the actual mod. So I'm doing this front-facing camera, which is weird, but I went with these different colored buttons because of the console. I just wanted to make it clear which buttons were used for different games. So if you play a certain game and it used the yellow and the green button, it's easier to remember if these both rows were the same. It's like, do I do the top white one or the bottom white one? So that's why I went with that. I include these bumper guards on here, which are really comfortable when your hand is sitting, because I know my hand is sitting on this arcade holding onto the stick for this hand, and for the other player, when their hand is resting there on the buttons, your hands are always sitting on this edge, and it doesn't feel good at all. So these corner guards are really nice. So, as usual, I always put the speaker on top. It gets pretty loud. I also always put the keyboard and mouse on top. And I always cut an opening into the bottom of the door so that you can push button power on and off. The system, of course, uses the stock button to turn off. Now, I noticed that with Wolfen Oz's 128 gigabyte image, he must have switched his button around initially, and so the script file that works with the button is actually reversed. So if you put that image on and you boot it up, it's going to turn off because it's going to be on, because on is off and off is on with the image. So you have to go into the script and change the first value from true to false, and then the third entry. I can put the script in the description. But anyway, you have to switch that script. Again, this guy makes good images, but there's always some stuff you have to tweak. Now, normally I would put the arcade 1UP image on here, and I may still do that. I just like that effect. But you see he's got his wolf image there. And it's going to take a minute to come up. His image boots up into Emulation Station, though you can switch it to a track mode if you like. All right, so let's take a look inside. And I don't have much light here, but the things I just want to point out is I mounted the Pi with motherboard risers, as well as the video card and the video card power buttons. Everything is wired up neatly. I have a different power strip. It's kind of hard to see, it's dark in there, but it's like a snake. It can bend and flex and turn, so instead of just being straight in one angle, it actually can be angled out. So that allows the power cords not to have to go so far. You do have the power button for the Pi if you want to use that. You have easy access to the SD card. If you want to pull that out, you can get your finger under that, because I double stacked those motherboard risers on the Pi. I didn't do that for the video card because it's not necessary, but for the Pi, it's double stacked. The keyboard has a charging cable that comes out of here, and that plugs into this power supply. Power supply has actually 2 USB slots. So one is used to keep your battery charged on your keyboard. The other one's open for future use, and there's one power outlet that's open for future use. So with the Pi having 2 encoder boards and the dongle for the keyboard and mouse combination, that leaves one of your ports open for future expansion to add on some joysticks, because this is a console box. Here's the power cable for the off-on switch. It plugs into the 3rd row, which I believe is pins 5 and 6. I always Velcro this tray that used to be under the buttons in here. Just put any pamphlets or supplies or extra buttons or whatever is there. And so that's it. Pretty clean build. Customer's going to get it Sunday. You know, it has the demo mode, so it'll jump into demo mode if no games are being played. But it has, like I said, 8,663 games, and I was actually enjoying some of the console games. One thing that took me way back was the Vectrex. My cousin used to have this Vectrex game, and I used to love the games there. But I was enjoying some Sega. This customer wanted specifically Mike Tyson's boxing, as well as Super Mario. So he has, of course, all kinds of different things here. So I just add those into his favorite, and I really should have it boot up to his favorites. But the Wolfenals guys already put some stuff in favorites, so I just left that stuff there for now. But he wanted Mike Tyson. And for some reason, I'm not seeing the favorites. I have to make sure it's back there. All right, well, that's it. I just wanted to show off this. I really like these bumper guards. And if a person doesn't like them, I mean, they're clear, so you barely even see them. On the video, they may look a little more obvious, but in person, uh, you know, your eyes don't go to them, and but your hands rest on it, no matter which player you're using. So it's pretty cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you on the web.